we're going to make a really pretty botanical journal together. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley and this is Haley K Studio. And today I'm super excited to take you on a little bit of a journey where we'll be designing our very own custom journal cover. I'm going to be using my Gouache Essentials brush set, and I'm going to be using those today to make that floral themed custom journal cover. And I'll show you the whole process of sketching it out and using those gouache brushes to bring it to life. Plus, I'll share my favorite tips on how to use a drop shipping company to print your custom journal and have it delivered straight to your door or even to a customer's door. So by the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to know to create a stunning and personalized journal and then turn your creative passion into a beautiful product that you can use or give as a gift or even sell. So go ahead and grab your iPad and open up Procreate. And if you'd like to recreate this using the same brush set, my Gouache Essentials brush set is linked below, available for sale in my Etsy shop. So let's go ahead and get started on this project. So today I'm changing the orientation of my iPad a little bit. I always have it landscape, and today I'm using it portrait because I'm wanting to design a journal cover, and I'm going to be using a company called Printful. I'll share a link below to that website where you can create your own mock-ups and you can create individual products, and then you can print your own products. Like I've had so many t-shirts printed from Printful, and I'm probably going to go ahead and have this journal printed because it's going to be so cute. I won't be able to live without it. And so I have chosen a specific journal I want to use, and it requires an image that is 3 inches by 5 inches, and that portrait orientation is what I'm going to be using to create this project. I am, however, using a canvas that is 6 inches by 10 inches, so I doubled the size just so that resolution is just a little bit nicer for me, and this is set to 300 dpi. So this custom journal is meant to have your name or someone else's name and then a floral design kind of intertwined throughout that name. So I'm going to use Procreate's text feature, and I'm just going to spell out my name. And like I said at the beginning, my name is Haley, and this is how I spell it. And I am going to choose a different font here. And I want to use this font. It's called Fresh Tea, and you can use any font you want. I'm going to resize it and kind of move things around a little bit to give it kind of a unique feel. Okay, so now I'm going to take each letter of my name, and I have, not a very long name. So if you have a very long name, you can change this to initials or just one letter, whatever you want. But I decided I want this to be my full name. I'm actually going to delete the rest of this and then duplicate it and put in the next letter of my name. Okay, so there's my name all jumbled. And now I can just freely move these around and kind of create like an organic design using those letters, because we're going for a very botanical and whimsical look and feel. So these are kind of going to be all over the place in different sizes. You can kind of move them however you want, but I think it's kind of cute. So now that all of these have kind of been placed and I'm fairly happy with it, I might size this one up just a teeny tiny bit. Then I'm going to select all of them and then make sure that they're centered. And then now I want to just go ahead and group them together, and I'm okay with just flattening this because I want to add a clipping mask to create a unique and organic texture to it. So I flattened out that entire layer, and I'm going to add a new layer above that. I'm going to use a color palette that I already had. I just kind of like these colors here. And I'm going to kind of skip through a bunch of colors that I have for this whole project. So you can choose any colors you like, any color scheme you like for this. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of take a journey with our color fills on this one. But just to start off, I'm going to fill the letters to my name. I want to choose probably this pink here, and just fill it in. And then on that same layer, I'm going to use my Gouache Essentials brush set and go through some of these different brushes. And I'm going to start off with my Gouache dry brush and just kind of create some fluidity here. And then I will size that down a little bit and then get a lighter color pink and just not size it down too much. And just kind of play with this until I feel like I have done enough. Okay, so that's a very abstract image there. So now I just want to take that and turn on a clipping mask. And now my name has a very pretty pink color to it that has a lot of texture. And that's what I'm going for. So now that I'm happy with that, I'm just going to go ahead and flatten that. So it's just one layer that I'm dealing with. And now I am ready to kind of sketch out my botanical design that I want to go around this. So I am just going to get a black color, and then I will, and I'm just going to use a render pencil to sketch this out. And what I've decided is to do kind of like a lemon blossom, kind of like bees and honey design. And you can do whatever botanical theme you'd like. If you want to do like oranges and orange blossoms, or strawberries and their flowers, and apples and little baskets and whatever. I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then that can be kind of like a jumping off or inspiration for a design that you could come up with, or you can just go ahead and try this one too. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch that out. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this sketch. It kind of takes a little bit of time kind of planning out where you want all of your leaves and vines and fruit and bees. But it's worth it to take that time because then everything kind of feels spatially a little nicer, and then you can kind of look at spots and kind of see, oh, well, this could be bigger, and make those adjustments before you start adding your color. But for the most part, I feel like this is a pretty solid image. I want to actually put my sketch on the bottom, and I'm gonna have to make some adjustments while I am adding the color to it, because I kind of want some of these vines to intertwine and interact with the letters. So I'm just gonna add a second little sketch so I know where I want that to occur, because I don't want to miss out on that kind of fun part of adding this type of design to like a monogram or a name like that's been drawn out like this. Now that I've done that, I feel like I am pretty much ready to go ahead and start on my gouache painting and just add a new layer. I'm putting it under here, and I'm probably going to have another layer on top of my names, just so that, again, I can add some intertwining of those letters and using the layers to my advantage in that regard. So I'm going to lay a foundation of some of the greenery, and I'm going to choose from my little random color palette that I have here. I'm just going to choose a kind of green that I like, and I really like this kind of forest green, and I am in my Gouache Essentials brush set, and I'm going to choose the Gouache Dry Detail. Got my first layer of green done, and I'm going to go ahead and add the detail that I want to this green, and I'm going to be using the clipping mask method. So I'm going to create a layer above my greenery layer, and I am going to choose, I'm going to start off with a darker green to kind of get some low lights, and I will use my Gouache Dry Small, the smaller version of that. And I'm going to turn on that clipping mask on that layer and go through and just create some detail work. I've added some dimension with the darker color green, just trying to envision kind of like a where the shadow would be on each of these. I mean, this is very freeform, so it doesn't have to be totally precise or totally correct, but you know, adding some dimension and adding some texture, you can't really do a whole lot wrong. So now I'm choosing a lighter color, and I might even change the blending mode on this one. I'm just going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do the highlight to each of these instead of the low light. Didn't take quite as long, but we'll see if we can change the blending mode on this one to overlay. I really like doing the blending mode overlay using these gouache brushes, and with the highlight of my painting that I'm doing, I like using the overlay. It looks really, really good, particularly with this color scheme. It looks really good with that gouache texture. It's one of my favorite methods of using this brush. So now I've got most of my greenery done. I've got a couple more down here, and I wanted to choose a different green for those, so I'm just gonna, it doesn't really matter where you add new layers for new sections throughout this painting, so just kind of do what feels right, do what you like. So I'm just choosing this kind of lighter green and my Gouache Dry Detail, and I'm just going to fill in these leaves here. Okay, so I didn't go into too much detail and too much texturing of these vines, but I just thought they were kind of pretty and kind of add a little bit of diversity in our plant life on this picture. So now I'm going to move on to the next color section, and again, it doesn't really matter where this goes. I'll just put it here. And I want to work on the little white flowers. We don't want them too white. I want to be able to see them. I might add a color to the background so I can see them better. This is going to be a transparent image, so it can go on our journal. So I'm going to go ahead and change the background color temporarily just so I can see on top of it better. So I have my layer selected here, and then I'll choose like a white cream, and then go back to my Gouache Dry Detail, and then fill in these flower petals. Very hand painted. I really love that. So I am going to move on to the next section, which is the lemons. And I have a yellow chosen, and I think I'm going to stick with this one, and I'm going to stick with the gouache dry detail just to create the base color of each lemon. So we're getting close on this. So next we just want to do our little bumblebees. Okay, now I'm ready to turn off my sketch. Here's my journal cover all illustrated. So we used our Gouache Essentials brushes to create this texture to it that I really love, that hand-painted quality that I really love. It looks very vintage, botanical, and I think it's quite lovely. So now I am going to turn off that background color. And now it is a transparent PNG, and I am just going to airdrop it to my computer, and then I'm going to meet you over my computer, and we can turn this beautiful botanical image into a journal. So here is the Printful website. I use this one personally all the time. I like to make my husband custom t-shirts, and so I use Printful to do that. Maybe I'll share a tutorial about that one day. It's really easy to sign up, so you just click on the sign up button, and then you can use your Google account, your Apple account, or Facebook, or just sign up with your email. Go ahead and create an account, and then you can get started. And creating a Printful membership is free. The way I use it, I just make some personal purchases from time to time, and I'm able to use Printful in the way that I personally need to. They do have memberships that you can sign up for, but my personal experience is just making some purchases from time to time, and I don't have to pay anything extra. I'm going to go ahead and log in as myself though. So here's the landing page once you've logged in, and all I'm going to do now is search out the journal that I want to have my image printed on. So there's there's two choices right here. You can literally print this on anything, but my intention was to have it printed on this hardcover bound notebook right here. And then it gives you all the features of the product. So in order to create this into our own product, we need to hit this red button here, create product template, and then their design maker software loads for you. And all you have to do is drop in your image. And here is our image, and then I'm going to hit upload, and then it will upload this to your library. And then from your library, I could have renamed this something nicer, but Untitled Artwork 19 it is. So here is our piece of artwork here, and then I hit apply, and then it drops in our image. And so this doesn't quite fill the entire space, and it gives you the safe print areas that you don't want to go over, but we're going to try and make this as big as we can. To get to the product, you want to go to Save to Templates, and then you can download mockups if you want. So if you want to use this just to see what it would look like, you can download the mockups, and you can share those however you need to. But if you want to just go ahead and place an order, you just click on these three little dots here, and you say make an order. You can connect your Etsy shop to this, which is great. This is a great drop shipping company. People can make orders directly from Etsy, and it's automatically sends to Printful, and then you don't have to have any inventory for t-shirts or these notebooks or something like that. You don't have to have any physical inventory, and Printful prints and ships it out for you. It's really awesome. But this would just be a personal order. So I'm going to click on that and then create order. And from here, you can change the color of the background to whatever color you like, and then hit continue. I'm going to choose this kind of turquoise color, see what that's like. You can see the product that you made. Now I have my notebook that I can order and I can have for my own personal use. So thank you so much for watching this video and creating something really cute with me. I am definitely going to print this off and have it as my own personal notebook. I love how it's kind of like a moleskin style notebook, but I love this design, and I love using the gouache brushes in this way. It looks so vintage and pretty, and I'm really excited to have this at my artist desk. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos like this one, please hit that subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.